Welcome back. We are in Minecraft 1.2 and our world must be converted. Well, while this is loading, we'll just go over some features here. Iron golems are now in the game. By the way, we're playing on 1.2.5 because that's the latest version of 1.2. So we got cats, jungle biomes, iron golems in villages. Villagers can breed now. Skeletons can drop bows that can also be enchanted, which might be nice. Redstone lamps are now in the game. Obviously, all the jungle stuff goes along with it. And then I think that might be it, other than a few changes that are small, like vines can now be climbed like ladders, things like that. Okay, we are in game. Okay, well, since cats are in the game, I figured we would just fish first, because one, we made a dock last time, and I figured we'd actually use it, because we probably won't ever use it. Realistically, probably in the future, when we can get enchanted books, we'll use this dock more, or whatever body of water we can get. It's more of a display piece. So we're going to need some fish so we can tame a cat, and also, sounds like we're going to be exploring again, because there's a jungle biome in the game now, so that'll be good. One thing I am thinking of is we're going to be getting villagers in the next update, or, wow, we're going to get villager trading in the next update. Not the good stuff, obviously, the old trading system, but I think it'd be cool to try to get villagers over to our base here, because as you know, if you have the old villager trades, even before the new trading system comes out, you keep the old trades, which is pretty cool. So that's kind of one of those little time capsule pieces, those trophies of age, if that makes sense. Not sure how much fish we're going to need. Hopefully, like 6 or 7 will do it. There we go. Wow, that thing really flew. One thing I might want to try, which sounds pretty risky, is building a minecart transportation system through the nether to try to get villagers back home. It's probably going to be pretty far away, because if you think about it, the one village we did find had a few villagers, but still trying to get a pathway through the nether is not a fun experience because of all the gas and stuff like that. So it's still worth a shot though. So let's make some powered rails, and we're probably going to need a fairly decent amount. Now remember last time we used rails, they were a lot weaker, or at least powered rails were a lot weaker. And that's because it just wasn't strong enough. But they did change it. We never really got to see that in full effect, mainly because the amount of powered rails we have going into our mine is already enough. So hopefully we don't have to use as much for this. Hopefully. I think one powered rail goes a long way now, so I don't know. That was all of our gold, by the way. Well, not necessarily. We still have our ores, but that was quick. So not enough coal. I do want to smelt that right now, just for the sake of getting it going, because I will probably forget about it if I leave it in there. Still not sure what I want to do with these rooms yet. I think maybe I'll have a brewing room. I imagine I'll have more redstone related things in the future in these types of rooms. And if at all, I think it'd be kind of cool to copy this same layout on another level even lower and keep going lower and lower. And we sort of like a vertical catacomb thing, if that makes sense. Basically, you'd have the opening here, staircase, you'd go down, and then you'd turn around, and it'd be the exact same room, but there'd just be like more things to look at, and more things to use. But we just have to find things to put in here, so that's kind of the problem. So if we don't really need to, we're not going to do that. Okay, so what do we got? 14 and 64. Hopefully that's enough. We're going to need torches as well. Bam. What's that, 32? Considering we're probably going to do single powered rails to save room and rails, we're probably going to need each torch for each rail. So I think what the plan is to go try to get our villagers first, because the portal we have set up by the village we found last time is set up already far away to where we could find new chunks almost immediately, which would help us find a jungle. Basically, we've exhausted every direction we've gone in, terrain-wise, so it really helps that we already have a head start because of that. Okay, 5 stacks of regular rails plus 16 regular, and then we have our 64 and 38 powered rails. I think we're going to be good there. Let me just get some iron for our minecarts. I say that plural because we're probably going to lose one. I think since we're getting the villagers first, let's just put the fish in here and the things we were going to bring for the search for the jungle biome and a cat, because the portal's already going to be out to where we need to go pretty quickly, and we're not going to start searching till we're done anyway. So if we have a minecart system going through the nether, it's not going to take that long to go through it. That is also a plane. Okay, we're up to 43 steak here, so I think we're good. Let's go. Now, I dread doing this because trying to get a villager to stay in a minecart or just cooperate in any capacity is a nightmare. But it's especially difficult in this version because you can't like trade with them or like have them like look at you or stop. You have no influence. So the best thing you can do is push them. You know, that doesn't usually work very well. In newer versions, when you open the trade menu with them, they actually walk towards you a little bit, and if you inch a little bit by little bit, eventually you can kind of get them to where you want them to go. The only thing that matters though is that we get them in a minecart, and then we can move them. Okay, made it back to our portal here, and I think what the goal is to try to get up as high as possible, and then try to get us like through the roof, pretty much. Hello. Would you like to join my cult? Well, I don't have a minecart. No. See, this is the tough part. It's already starting. This is going to be a nightmare. Okay. No way. Okay, cool. The plan now... Wow, that would... I gotta be honest, that went way too easily. Expect worse. Expect the worst from this point on. We're just going to use regular rails and just push them. I don't want to use our powered rails right now because we can just, you know, shove them. But I think I'm going to leave them right outside the portal here before we go in, because we also need to build the track back home through the nether. And then when we want to connect it, we'll just have it right there. Time to get our villager friend over here. Hello. Oh, he's moving. Oh, yeah. Wait, is he just keeping... This guy's moving. Actually just realized he might have so much momentum that he might end up going into the other track right in front of the portal right there. So please don't, please don't. Okay, cool. Oh my god, perfect. And we're just gonna get him in a little box to keep him alive. We don't want him to die. Sorry, buddy. And then let's light up this area just in case, because I really don't want him to die to a zombie or something like that. So here's the thing. We're gonna need rails to get the villagers over here. So do we stack up on villagers now, then build the track? Because we're going to need to be done with all the villagers being transported near the portal, because we need all these rails that we're using for the villagers for our track back home through the nether. So I think I'm going to get one more. So hopefully this guy's cool and joins my cult willingly. I mean, it's always willingly. It's always if you want. I'm just not giving you an option. Wow, it couldn't be easier. I mean, this is just fantastic. They're just lining up. The marketing is crazy. The PSYOP we've been running is working flawlessly. Goodbye, friend. Now, how villagers function in this update is kind of weird. So apparently, if there's an empty house, it said house. I don't know about bedded, but it said house. If there's an empty house, then there's room to breed a villager. But if I move these guys away from their homes, aren't they technically away from the house? Or is their entity sort of still assigned with that house, even though they're far away? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because if we can keep moving them, we can just keep breeding them and turning this into a factory. That would be kind of cool. Because ideally, I'd want every old villager, because I think have an unlimited restock or something like that. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I would just like those trades because they're different, and it'd be kind of cool to have that. So the old villager trades aren't that crazy. I would say the librarian's still good because it sells 2 enchanted books, but it also says, it doesn't specify what type of book. It says 5 to 64 emeralds, so that could be anything worth 5. Like you could get maybe efficiency 5 for 5 emeralds, which is technically better, but you also can't switch their trades around, so it's not really like you could do too much. It would just be all luck. The one thing we would want is the blacksmith. Then we could buy enchanted diamond armor, which is, as you know, that's something we do need, because one, we don't have a lot of levels to enchant because we don't have a good source of XP, and the amount of levels we need to enchant is very high. I don't know if it switches to 30 next update. It might. Either way, that would be nice. I'd prefer to buy a diamond chestplate or a diamond piece of armor. Now, none of them have professions right now, which is okay. I think later that'll be something that might be given to them. Bam. It's over. It's over, buddy. Cool. That's 3. 4 would be nice now that we have room. You might be thinking, well, why don't you just, like, keep the track going through the nether, and then these guys will just go through. The thing is, I would do that, but we don't have enough rails, I think, so we want to use these rails in the nether, because we've used a lot already. So if any of you are wondering how, like, an entity gets in a minecart, because sometimes it can be kind of frustrating, basically the minecart has to be in motion, or it doesn't pick anything up. And they don't even have to be on the track either. They can be just like maybe 1 block away, and it'll basically just pick them up. But if you try to do it motionless on top of them, it's not gonna do anything. So you need to have some amount of momentum. Okay, that's number 4. Let's get him in there. It's pretty dehumanizing to call him number 4. We'll give him a name. I'm sure he already has one, but I don't know what "ha" means, so. Okay, time to build our track in the nether. So I think what the plan is to just spiral up as high as we can go. And then anytime we're over a gap, we'll just fill that with cobblestone. And I think that's the best way to go about this. Something like this. This is kind of scuffed, but we're going to roll with it. And obviously we're going to replace this with powered rails soon. I just wanted to get the rails down to see how it all functioned. I think we also need the height to be 3 blocks high because villagers are slightly taller, so they might actually end up getting hurt on the way there, and we don't want them to die or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to test to see how effective this powered rail setup is, and just see if it's enough to get us all the way up. Yeah. Seems to work. So we're at Y91. I believe the highest is 128, so something around the 120s I think will be good. And then we can sort of align the track with that X or Z value at 0, and then we can just go straight. Okay, so we're at 157, 429. What we're gonna do is I think we're just gonna go straight in the Z direction, so the negative Z, so that way we get to Z0 first. And then when we're at Z0, we're going to turn and go in the X direction, which is left. But this is why I said we needed so many rails, because look, now we have to go, what, 400? So even 600 blocks. We're probably going to have to get a lot more rails here. But for now, we can also just run. As long as we get the path to the portal, things will be a lot quicker and easier. So, okay. So I've officially ran out of powered rails, and I only have 31 rails left. But so far we've made it to, what is it, Z0. So now we're about to take a left. I'm just going to continue the tunnel here until I get back to the portal, because I need to go back home anyway for more materials. I'll get more rails, and then I think we should be good. Okay, we have, after crafting more rails, I think we've used all of our iron and all of our gold. So hopefully this last bit is enough. Oh, we are so close. Well, are we? Oh god. No, we're not. We have such a long way to go. Look at this. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna go get some more iron and gold and smelt it all up. Okay, got 2 stacks and 3/4 for regular rails, and then 38 powered rails. So hopefully will be good. Okay, that is all of the rails. Now it doesn't seem the fastest, but you gotta remember, having basically a straight line is much faster. And I think it is slightly faster than running also, so it's kind of a win-win. Now will I be teleported through the portal in a minecart? Let's see. Okay, hold on. I need to make sure there's a wall behind this. Okay, let's try that again, because a little wonky there. Uh-oh. Can't get out. Oh no. What if I just shoot it? Yeah, that works. Okay, so means we're probably gonna have to make some sort of like tunnel thingy to make sure the villagers go through. I don't even know what I'm going for here. Some kind of like tunnel thingy. This is really bad. We can probably bring them downstairs, because now I think about what, you know, I didn't know what to do with the rooms down here, but now I realize we can turn one of these into a trading hall. So as long as we get them down here and they're just in minecarts, I think we'll be good, and then we can kind of build that. And then after that, we'll go find a jungle biome and probably tame a cat. One thing we have to watch out for is when villagers come out of the portal, since they can't teleport when they're in a minecart, we will have to break it, and that means they're going to wander. So we're going to have to do the same treatment here by building some sort of like a barricade for them. And then hopefully that'll work out. We just need to get them back in a minecart, and then we should be good. Okay. Let's get our villagers. Oh no! They're not in the minecarts anymore. What? Sir. This is your destiny. Oh, I didn't build a wall on the other side. That was smart. Will you go through? Sir? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, so this probably means that you can't bring villagers into the nether. That means our plans are they're not looking too good. That's okay. At least we have this all set up, you know what I mean? Like, because hopefully in the future we can just bring them all over. But that is unfortunate. Hopefully in the future that's more viable for us. Well, in the meantime, we can observe what our track looks like and how fast it goes. So hopefully, I can't, what's our rate of speed? It's about, it seems like close to 10 blocks a second. More than that of 7, so somewhere between 7 to 10 blocks per second. That's not horrible. That's about sprinting. Now the nice thing about that is, even if you're saying, oh well, you know, it's the same speed, so who really cares? Wouldn't you want to just sprint? Well, not really, because we're going to go through a ton of food doing that. Because if I sprint jump through a 2-block high tunnel, I literally go through multiple hunger in less than 10 seconds. Like, actually. So this is much better. And in fact, I think it's slightly faster, so it's even better. But yeah, this is convenient. We don't have to think. We can just go, and we're all good. As you can see, we're already very close. And that was much, much faster than just walking. Okay, let's get our fish here. And I'll just take our fishing rod while we're at it. You never know if we might need more. So I think we're good there. And then we're going to head back through our little railway. Oh, that's a cool bug. Look at my legs. So my armor didn't move with my legs in the sitting animation, so that's cool. Okay, so we've already gone this way. That's negative direction. Let's go past our village here, in the water. So let me just get in now. Okay, I'm in a creative world, and I also found a jungle. Thanks, game. That's fun. Because I think the new build height is 256 in this update instead of 128, which means we might be able to get in the nether roof, and I never considered that before. And also, we might have also blundered a little bit, because I think villagers can actually go through the nether, but because we had him in a minecart inside the portal, and then we had him walk, instead he didn't actually walk outside of it, he needed to cool down before he went in, and I think that might have been why he never actually went through the portal. So I think villagers can go through the nether. So hopefully we can get on the roof, and we'll know because we'll be able to build. So, oh, we can get on the roof and build. Well, we've been blundering. Okay. Well, in the meantime, I think I'm just gonna go find our jungle anyway. And then we can experiment with the nether a little bit and see about those villagers. I must have just quit too early. Initially just thought they weren't gonna work out. Is this a... Wow. Immediately finding a jungle. Just immediately. And you can see the exact terrain generation cutoff. So the first biome we got basically right out of the gate in the new type of generation was a jungle. That is... I mean, this whole area is so convenient if you really think about it. We found a village, created a portal, happened to be exactly where we were in the nether already, with a way to get back easily. And then the second we go through the portal and venture out for 5 seconds, we find a jungle, which is exactly what we're looking for. I mean, that is like beyond convenient. Well, that's really good that we found this so quickly, because it saves us a lot of time where we wouldn't have had before, running back and forth and trying to find a jungle the whole time. Building that highway took a while, and now I'm disappointed because we can just go on the roof. So that sucks. It's alright. We can just use the tunnel we already have for the villagers. I think it'll be okay anyway. I think the only problem with getting the villagers to go through the portal is that they have to kind of wander in on their own. So we need to kind of block it off to kind of tunnel, like funnel them in. So hopefully we find a cat here. Also, while we're here, let's go get a jungle tree. That way we can get the saplings for it. That is one jungle sapling right there. That's 2, 3, and 4. There we go, 5. I think 5's good. And no cat, which is odd. Must be really rare. Oh. I have fish. Oh, there's 2 of them now. What the heck happened? I couldn't find any the second I said something. Whew. I was like, if you're about to use all my fish, I was gonna lose it. The only question now is, do you fit in a boat? And can we both be in the boat? I don't think so. So this is a problem. I mean, I guess cats can swim, right? Okay. Oh. I was gonna say, you look like you're struggling. Here, I'll come to you. Uh-oh, he's drowning. This looks so sad. It's like barely getting any air. I wanna like, you know what? Maybe if we just bolt it, we'll get to land quick enough and the cat will just teleport. Teleport. Oh no. Well, we gotta go back. Looks like we're swimming it. Actually, no. I think we can just go on land here to the left and then just kind of run along that and the cat will teleport with us. I don't think we have to swim all the way this far. If I just find some XP orb. This is gonna be sad. Please be alive. Oh, okay. Whew. Alright, we're good. It's so sad. Okay, we're going to land, buddy. Come on. Oh, there you go. Alright, we're good. The only thing I'm thinking about is, how is this cat gonna get through the nether? But I think I'm just gonna send it on a minecart. Even though I don't have an extra one, I think I'll just send it anyway, and I'll run. Because I think a ghast will probably be triggered by me and not a cat. So if anyone's going to take the minecart, it's going to be the cat. Plus I don't want it running around. It'll probably just like fall off a cliff or die in lava or who knows. Okay, buddy. Come on. Okay, this is kind of impossible. This cat just doesn't go to the portal. Well, the problem is actually, when you're standing in the portal, you're not far enough away for it to teleport, and when it does teleport, it doesn't like walk all the way up to you. There we go. Nope. Huh. Weird. Okay, got our saplings here. Just headed back to put this stuff away. You know, the cat's not going to the nether, the villagers aren't. I think you're supposed to be able to, but it's just not working right now. So I think I'll just kind of leave the villagers where they're at. Like I said before, the cat, I don't really know. I mean, yes, we could take it back the long way, but that's like 3,000 plus blocks. We don't have that kind of rail. I think what I'm going to do in the meantime, though, is probably just make a kind of a trading hall thing for these villagers. That way we have somewhere to put them. What I'm thinking is the villagers here, basically this area is supposed to be like a time capsule in a kind of a way. So we're only going to have like old villagers here, so we don't need to make this really big or really elaborate because we're not going to have any new villagers here. We're just going to have the OG villagers. So I think we can just kind of make this simple, but also, you know, make it look good and all that. I think I'm going to make this hall probably similar to how this one looks, just to kind of keep the symmetry going. So I think that other room is 7 blocks wide, not including the wall replacement. So if we just kind of look at the ground here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you're counting these posts here, that's 7. And then behind that, we also have to dig out a little more because we'll replace the wall and stuff like that. So it's really kind of almost 9. I think we're going to go with 7. Also, to keep the theme, each room has this 2-block little hall. And I believe same thing here. Yes. Okay. Okay, I think this is about the size we're looking for here. We don't need it to be too big. We don't need to keep it exactly the same. We just need to keep it thematically the same. Oh, fun noise. Okay, I think this is the design I'm going for here. You can already tell I got all the bars in here. It's very charming. So that way they kind of understand where they belong. And then I think I'm going to go with the same cobblestone like backdrop thingy for each case room. You know. Cell. It's a cage. Alright. I'll just come clean. It's a cage. But they do have room, so yeah. Yeah, I think this is the design I'm going for. It doesn't need to be too big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 villagers, which should be good. Anything more than that would seem kind of wild. I don't know if we even need 10. I don't even know if we're going to have 10. But I think this is looking pretty good. I'm probably just going to finish this up, and then I think it'll be done here. Okay, I believe this is it here. It's got our cool backdrop. Added some torches for extra lighting, because even though we have the glowstone here, it's still not bright enough. So I think this does it. Looks... oh, hello. Looks friendly, and it'll probably work pretty well. I don't think we're going to have more than 10 villagers, so I think this works pretty good. You know, something we should try, making our mob spawner, our zombie spawner here, an XP farm, because it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And even though, yes, to me sometimes I think kind of black and white, where I'm like, oh, I need to be level 50 before I enchant. Even seeing like a level, what was it? I think we had like a, I don't know if this was 16 or 11, but like less than 20 we got on Breaking 2, which is pretty good. And 20 is not really that hard to get. So, you know, if we can get to like 30, like we could probably get a couple, you know, maybe a fortune enchantment, fire aspect, looting, things like that. Not high levels, but we could get them and still get the benefit from them. So I think that would be worthwhile to do. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think the skeletons or the zombies can spawn in a 9x9 area, which basically means that if we mine it out 9x9, that'll be the total area they'll spawn in. And then in that area, we can create sort of a converging water stream that goes into one lane where they fall down 20-ish blocks, and then we can kill them. Now this is tricky because we're under a lot of water, as you can see, so this isn't very fun. 1, 2, 3, we're gonna do it here. Yep, there we go. Try to bolster that a little bit. You know, I might even just try to like make this all into cobblestone. I think it's actually a 9 by 9 by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then below this spawner, actually no, 1, 2, 3, we'll just have to mine 9 down as well. Okay, so we got our cube of madness here. So we gotta mine 4 blocks back, and then the zombies will fall into a waterway going this way, and then they will fall down 21 blocks, and then we can go farm them. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I went too low. I should have kept going higher, because the center is here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1 block too low, which I guess is fine. We've already kind of done that, so we'll just rebuild the bottom here and then mine 1 level out of the top. Okay, hopefully I did this right. So now I'm just gonna make a ladder out of here. Okay, and we're gonna have this converging into land so we can actually dig down from the surface. So we're gonna go in 4. So you'll know what I mean here, because when I place this in the middle, that is now right at the center spot here, because it's 4 from the center. So yeah, okay, we're good. Same thing on the other side. Oh, I gotta pick up my trash pile. No. Okay, so now what we need to do is place an entire water around here, like each block here. So what I'm gonna do is probably create an infinite pool of water here, because I only have 1 bucket and I need to run back and forth. So weird. 16, 17, 18, 19. Let's go 19. I think that'll be okay. It's low enough where it's not a huge pain to like hit them once or twice. What's going on over here? Cool egg farm, I guess. What is happening? But now what we need to do is remove our torches from the inside. There we go. And hello. There we go. That's what, 4 zombies in. And that guy's not. Oh, he did fall in. It just kind of takes a sec. So let's put a block over that. Head down here. There we go. Not bad. I would say that went, I'm not going to say swimmingly. It went well. Now, XP-wise, still not that great. You can kind of tell what I mean. Like, we killed, like, I don't know, more than 5 there. And XP bar didn't move too much. I think we have to stand up there for more to spawn. Yeah. Just going to let it build up here. It's been less than a minute. See how many we get. It's actually maybe been a little bit more than a minute, but I wouldn't say it's been too long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 zombies. That was at least 1 level and some change. So not horrible. Also not the greatest. Okay, how many here? Let's see. So 19 there. Oh wow, got 1 rotten flesh for each of them. Yeah, 19 zombies there. So I think that was 2 levels. That's not horrible. So I kind of made this area to kind of look a little bit less trashy. I mean, it's still bad because it's a bunch of cobblestone, but I figured I would just sort of make this easier to get near, because when you stand here, the zombies spawn faster because you're near the spawner. So I just kind of AFK there, and then they'll show up. You know, what I think I want to do is sort of grind out some levels here. Up to level 20, and then enchant a new pickaxe, and then hopefully maybe a little bit over 20, but hopefully we get something decent like fortune. But basically I'm just gonna cut to when I have like level 20 or level 20 something, whichever I decide on, and then I'll just enchant. Okay, I'm level 21 here, and if you're wondering why I have an iron sword, it's not because my diamond sword broke, it's because I got that drop from a zombie, which is a new feature in the game, that zombies can drop an ingot, I think a helmet, and a sword, and it was at full durability, which is super nice. I'm at level 21, so I think I'm gonna go enchant a pickaxe. I'm dreading getting something really bad. We're looking for fortune, obviously. If not, hopefully like a, unbreaking and efficiency, but just not like, it doesn't have to be high level, just like both. But actually I would say silk touch or fortune is what we want. Okay. Right out of the gate, we got it. You know what? That's not horrible, but I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's not bad, so I'll take it. This has me thinking, though, this farm is relatively inefficient. Since we can get on the roof, at least I think we can, I think it would be kind of a good idea to try and see if we can't make a pigment farm on the nether roof, if that's possible. I'm not sure if it's going to work, so this is like totally experimental, not looking anything up. Hopefully, I don't really know if it will work or not. Well, we don't even know if we can get on the roof, right? So I think if we want to do that, first step is to get obsidian, which is why I'm going to the mine here, because we need to make a portal on top of the roof so we don't get totally scammed. Actually, you know what? Let's just mine this portal I had here. Efficiency 5 makes such a big difference. Hopefully there's anvils in the next update, because I really want to be able to combine this efficiency 5 with our unbreaking 3. That'll be really nice. Okay, so we can get on the roof. I don't believe it's with ender pearls. It's with boats, which I totally forgot was a way you could get up there. So basically what we need to do is find the highest point in the nether that's at least 2 blocks next to each other of bedrock. And then we can essentially just kind of place a boat, and it'll place on the ceiling, and then you can just get in the boat. And then to get out of that one, you place another boat down and get in that, and you're on the roof. We also need to be able to get to the railway we have set up, so I don't think if we're on the roof it's going to be easy to get down or anything like that. And if we did want to, we'd basically have to rebuild our railway. So I don't think I want to do that right now, so I think I'm just going to build this in a different location. Hopefully it's far enough away from our other portal that it doesn't connect. Oh, it connected. Well, okay. Well, I guess if the portal goes to the same spot, I'll just go through this one. Oh, money. We're just going to go up here because we already basically got to the roof at the top of our tunnel here. So we can kind of just like branch off from there. That way we also know exactly where our portal is on the roof and where we went into from. Now we have to find a way to get to the absolute top. Oh, that might be our ticket. Uh-oh. I lost our boat. Uh-oh. I don't believe that was high enough. I think I didn't place it on the corner correctly. So, if I'm not wrong, it's like that. Yep. Uh-oh. No! Dude, that was so clutch. Oh my god. I thought that was it. Oh my god. I was so lucky because I was just basically completely blind right there. Wow. Actually, you know what? Let's move this somewhere else. We'll go this way. I think here's good. I think a village was in this direction, so who knows? Uh-huh. 800 blocks. There we go. Only problem is you can't go back through, so now I gotta walk 800 blocks back. So I will be right back. Okay, we're gonna get more obsidian because we need to hopefully have enough just in case anything happens. I don't want to replace our main portal on the roof. I think I want to set up a closer destination. It might end up linking to the top. Question is, I think my biggest concern is actually, can I just break a bedrock, right? Because if I connect it to the top and I need to get through, then we have no problem, right? If I can just go through the roof anyway. So if there's a way to do that, which I don't know if there is, you know, obviously in this update, I think we should do that. Okay, so we cannot break bedrock. We're going to go to the nether roof again, except we're going to see if we can't get pigmen to spawn, because if we can do that, then hypothetically we can get a pigmen farm going. See if that gives us more XP than our mob grinder, or our, you know, our zombie spawner. I believe that's our boat. And this time I'm going to eat a golden apple. That way I don't get totally decimated. Uh-oh. Well, there you go. I don't know. That's interesting. Well, we might have to put down a few deaths today. I don't know. It seemed correct, though. It behaved the exact same way as last time. So, not really sure what's going on there. Hopefully our stuff... Oh, hello. Oh, it is up there. Or it's gone. Equally likely, dude, you gotta go. Huh. So I broke the boat. Now I'm just confused. Okay. Weird. Maybe I just got really lucky. You know? Oh, that's the problem. Oh. It wasn't even at the top, was it? There we go. Our stuff's there. Look at all these failed attempts. This is hilarious. So the problem is we didn't go high enough. I'm guessing I got really lucky because before I must have just shot myself up through another block again, and then it all worked out. So I think I got super lucky, and that wasn't supposed to happen. So that's all right. Well, because we're not even here to like mess with that right now. We're here to see if pigmen spawn, and if they don't, then we know we can't do a farm. And if we do want to, I'm sure we could come up with something different within the actual like nether. So this is a relatively large platform here. I don't know if this is going to do anything. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so nothing now, but what I think would also be worth trying is building up and seeing if we can't build up as much as we can and then see if they spawn up there, because the platform's at the maximum build height, or at least close to it. It's going to be far enough away from the mobs down below, where the mob cap gets redirected up here. Well, there's that. Uh-oh. This better connect. Nope. Right there. Yep. Cool. So I'm only going to mark these deaths as 1 because our graveyard would be, well, filled after that. So I think we're only going to count. Actually, no, we'll just put the number of deaths on the sign. How about that? So this is the entire platform because I ran out of netherrack. I'm honestly doubting that pigmen would spawn on the roof, even given the netherrack, but I am curious though, because logically it makes sense why they would. So I'm just wondering what isn't causing them to spawn, because in future updates they do. And if there was no need to put them on the roof, then why would they ever change it, you know? You know what I do want to do? Actually, I'm going to go up there and check, but what I want to do is I'm going to go through that portal and just see where it takes us, because I don't think it's created another end in the overworld, and hopefully it replaces the one that we've been going to. Okay, I don't think this works, so I'm just going to take this down because it's quite ugly. Alright, let's go check out this portal here. See where it brings us. Hopefully it's the portal in front of our castle outside where we entered from. Oh right, this is the far one. My bad. And of course we are... Oh! This is our tunnel that we originally had for a mine cart track, but it never really worked out. I was really hoping we could get like a cool farm going there. I really wanted to, like, I thought that would have gone way better, but it did not. So, well, a lot of what has been going on has been quite a bummer. Everything I had planned for this did not go according to plan. I died a whole bunch. That was fun. Speaking of death, we need to go and mark our gravestone here. We had, so 4 deaths there, I think. Torch, torch. Forgot the sign. Hold on, I'll be back. Okay. Alright. 3rd through... So if we died 4 times, that means we're at the 6th death, so... So 1, 2, 3, yeah. 3rd through 6th deaths. It is March 29th, 2025 in release 1.2. Wow. Pretty bad. Not our greatest moment. But with that note there, I think I'm going to end this one here because most of what we tried to do didn't work out the way we wanted it to half the time, and I think what we tried to do wasn't really viable for the version of the game that we're in. So, as boring and as uneventful as that was, I probably will have to end it there. I'll see you in 1.3 with villager trading and who knows what else, and I'll see you later. Ciao.